Huge companies in America, Apple and Facebook, are reportedly offering to pay up to $20,000 for female employees to freeze their eggs. Now, the idea is aimed at boosting the number of female staff by allowing them to focus on their careers without sacrificing the chance to have children later in life. And so this is an offer from the company. Is this a good offer, Janet, do you think?
I think it's really spooky. It's like something from the future. It's just a horror story as far as I'm concerned. What it means that if you work for these high-tech companies and you sign up to this, you're agreeing to, yes, you can harvest some of my eggs and I will give you all these years of my life working for this company. And it seems to be a contract that favours the company rather than the woman.
I suppose they would say they're offering it as a choice. They're not going to insist that you
No,
freeze
they
your
don't.
eggs.
But what happens, A, if you decide, if you don't, or you do, and then, I don't know, 10 years down the line of working them go, all right, I'd really like the eggs now because I'd like to have babies. Does that mean, OK, well, you haven't got your job? It's almost like you can't... They're saying you can't do one.
So that your car's got...
Well,
Jamelia, as a modern person...
Yeah. I think that's what infuriates me most about this. Facebook and Apple are two of the most technologically advanced companies in the world. And you're telling me that it's not capable, you're not capable of working from home, Skype or whatever, I don't know. But to me, it's just absolutely ridiculous. I hate the notion that mothers or parents are unable to work. My best years of working happened whilst being a mother, purely because my children motivate me. They're my inspiration for getting up and doing great at my job. How dare you tell me that I have to put that aside to do my job
But
well?
it's part of... In America, there's this corporate philosophy, and particularly in the Facebook and Apple and worlds like that, you don't just go to work for the company, you're signing up to the philosophy. And now it seems to me it's like they're taking over part of your, you know, brain and your child rearing. And I find it ominous.
What these companies are saying is that they find it difficult to recruit women, and they know that there's fabulous female talent out there, but the whole industry is dominated by men, and so they're using this as a way to bring women in. I would say it's the wrong way to do it. I must agree with everyone, because what we surely need to do is create a working environment that is family-friendly and not always be putting the emphasis on women having to kind of alter their lives and say, we totally accept that our employees, men and women, gay and straight, are going to want to have families, are going to want to have children, and so we want to create an environment where they can do that. Job sharing, flexibility, as you say, you know, digital, you know.
These are companies which are notorious for long hours of work outside the office, even when bosses like Sheryl Sandberg say
Well,
you know...
she's the boss of Facebook. She's behind one of this.
I know, but... even when they say that you can work, you know, you must have downtime and so on, we all know that the employees in these companies, they're highly competitive. That's why one of the reasons why probably only a fifth of the workforce are female, because it's like a hothouse, and you don't go home and turn off, because we all know we can't turn off our mobile phones and our tablets. We're on it 24/7 anyway.
It shouldn't have to be a choice. It shouldn't have to be a choice between the two. I mean, there are other professions where they do provide either childcare. You know, there are plenty of professions where you're working very long hours and it's very hard. Yes, but you should be able and allowed to still make that choice while still being a parent.
Yeah, I mean, we seem to be in agreement. To be honest, I was just scanning our comments here to see if anyone is in favour of it. So Sana says, it's a brilliant idea indeed. I would sign up. So there's somebody. Chantel says, this seems a bit much. I wouldn't accept this from an employer. You can't plan your life moment by moment. Things happen. And sometimes these things are out of our control. Well, there's another good point. Just because you have frozen your eggs doesn't mean it's going to be a successful procedure to put them back in and have a baby, because we know fertility procedures are not always successful. I think it's 1 in 4. So you could wait till you were 40, take those frozen eggs, and then
you might leave the company and they own your eggs. What if you leave the company, you want your eggs back? How does that work? You have to do a deal.
I know. We've got a general comment here from Sarah. Oh my gosh, is this the sort of thing you talk about every day? I'm a first-time viewer here and giggling like mad at the funny stories. Interview is great. I love it all. I like it.